wokeness, people think that wokeness is dead. No, it still exists, unfortunately. So basically, in Washington State, okay, not DC, employee requested to write Charlie Cook's name on the bail certificate for a customer. The person said, "We're not doing this," before crumpling up the certificate and throw it away. Yeah, this person should, of course, be fired, okay? You know, yes, yes, I really do believe that the left is, there's something wrong with them. Like, there is something deeply wrong with left wing people because Charlie Kirk, if you do not know, was a political activist that was assassinated a month ago. If you remember on the walk, but of course, there are other people other than him that have that sell that same name. It's the name, which is the saddest thing because the left are so insane, so crazy that they're willing to not do an order for somebody because they don't like a person's name. Okay, this is just the absolute just insanity and Looney Tunes we live in as well. Okay, there are of course probably more than one person named Charlie Cook in America. There's just so many people in the country as I hear. But yeah, basically, EVB Corbick requested the name of the Charlie. The employee said, "We're not doing this before. We put a certificate and throw it away." Belleville said they had relocated totally and apologized for the incident, claiming that they're returning staff in the area. Yeah, as well. Okay, yeah, kind of like but and of course the left are gonna compare it to the cake, how they didn't want to bake a cake for like a gay couple or something as well. But you know, but it's different than someone's name because this could be the person's. You know, this could be someone's name, like their child, or this could be someone they know. Okay, as well here, and absolutely ridiculous that Build-A-Bear is doing this because. And of course, the left is doing everything they can to defend these actions. Like, oh, but you don't want to bake a wedding cake for a gay couple. Okay, first of all, Build-A-Bear is a organization that's basically across America compared to a private business. Okay, if you compare that to a private business actually can serve and not serve whoever they want. Okay, that's how it is. Okay, as well here. But, Build-A-Bear is a massive public organization with a massive PR team. Okay, they can't make choices like that. They have to serve anybody, regardless of the political views, regardless of the political leanings. It is so ridiculous that people who are on the right are still so often discriminated against at such places. Okay, as well. It used to be way worse like 5 years ago when people would be wouldn't refuse to be served because they were wearing a Trump hat or something like that. Like, people should be allowed to be served food at a restaurant regardless of what hat or clothes they are wearing. Okay, as long as they're not saying like the N word or something like that, as well. Okay, if they're just wearing a hat, the hat's not gonna go and punch somebody. The shirt's not gonna go and hit somebody. Okay, if the person is being respectful, being kind and considerate, they should be served. They should be allowed to have the order received as well. Okay, yeah. He harbor Henry case publicly by announcing that Poi has been finally giving away 1,000 free salary barrels or something as well. Yeah. And yeah, absolutely ridiculous that the left is doing this kind of stuff. And of course the left are going to say, but what about the cake? But that was a private business. It is protected by law that a private business can, a small business, a private business, a business that isn't a publicly, stock traded company, okay, doesn't have to, serve somebody if they don't want to. That's a far different issue than a public business, someone who works at a public franchise business refusing to serve somebody because they don't like their political views. It's like if you go to McDonald's and they see you wearing a MAGA hat and tell you to leave. Okay, that's the same type of energy, basically, right there. Goodbye.